안녕하세요. I'm Brennan. I am a fighter that is fighting in Korea. I actually have a fight coming up, so preparing for that. I did. I did. It was definitely intense. Way before they faced off. Like, it was very hostile and intense because anytime anyone comes for anyone's property, it's very intense and very stressful for the champion, you know? I mean, I feel like this because there was a face-off at the press conference and a face-off at the weigh-ins. The moment that it came down to Mansoor and Kwon, I stayed away. Reason being is because Kwon was my mentor, and he also was a guy that was in my corner for a long time. And Mansoor is a friend of mine as well. So me showing up, Mansoor would think I'll be there for him, Kwon would think I'll be there for him. When you have two friends fighting each other, you have to try your best to be neutral. Yeah, the face-off was very bad. However, I understand from Kwon, you know, because he's been the champ for a long time. And then there's a guy coming in to take that from you. There's going to be tension. So I am not surprised that he got in his face, you know.
Here it is, controlling, and he's got his arm. Oh, Mansoor is just taking his time. Look at that. There it is. The $1 million submission.
For me to compliment and comment on his skill level is not my place. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm better than him. However, whenever someone fights, there's a lot that goes into play. It takes one. It only takes one small thing for the fight to go differently. Injury, weight cut, and this guy dropped, what, 23 kilos? And for someone to cut from 93 kilos down to 70 kilos, that's a huge weight cut. I'm not saying Mansoor is a bad fighter, however, it's more to it than just stepping in the cage and fighting. It's not his skill that was lacking, I'm pretty sure it was the weight cut that affected a lot. Honestly, how can I explain it? They're both good at clinching. I mean, Kwon was my main training partner when I was at Road Gym. And his specialty is clinching. He can clinch. And I think what happened is that I don't think it was misjudged. I think he had a game plan of going in, punching, going to the clinch, take him down, ground pound, win the fight. And if I know him well, it was gonna be rear naked choke. When he was down on his back with Mansoor, he was working in a triangle as well. I saw that. So he came in prepared. However, everyone has game plans when they go in the fight. But sometimes game plans don't go to plan. In the fight game, you can't just have plan A, you have plan B, C, D, N, E, you know, because not everything goes to plan, you know. My favorite fighter in Korea, whew. Can I have two? My favorite Korean fighters, win, lose, draw, it will always be Kwon. And the reason why he's my favorite Korean fighter is because not only in the cage, I've seen him fighting. I mean, I ate, slept, bled. And I've seen Kwon at his best and I've seen him at his worst. It's easy seeing someone in the cage, but when you actually are with him and you interact with him outside the cage daily, you see a different side of him, you know? Number two is Ian Jun, my old coach. He's a great fighter. His strategy, his training, his technique, everything. This fight overall was hard on me. It was like basically I was a kid and my mommy and dad was going through a divorce. You know, I'm sitting here like, Mommy, Daddy, stop fighting. That's how I felt in the whole situation. It was hard for me because I had a teammate that talked trash about me, about my fighting style all the time. The only person that really built me up and to make me feel like I was a fighter was Kwon. You know, he always let me know, you're a great fighter, don't give up, keep training hard, do your best, you know. So when you have someone like that and see them lose in that sort of fashion, it's heartbreaking. I'm friends with Mansoor, so I couldn't root for either one of them. I had to be neutral, which was really hard because I wanted Kwon to win, but I also wanted Mansoor to win too, you know. It was the most hardest moment for me ever, you know. Kwon, many of the fans don't know the struggles that any fighter has to go through. I know that you are a very kind, very respectful human being who's not only cornered my fights, but also built me up to have the confidence that I have now. What matters is that you have a beautiful kids, beautiful family, and you have friends and family that care about you. So remember that because you're worth more than you think. Mansoor, it was a very long tournament. You fought through 16 men and you made it to the top. This fight was hard for me, brother, to really just be on board with one or the other, you know. And congratulations to you. Hopefully in the future we can have time to go hit the mitts together or something, you know. I wish you the best, and the attitude that you have is beautiful and is flawless. Always keep that, no matter how high you go. Bye.